Good evening, welcome to another round of Season 10 GT4 on a Tuesday night. As always, joined with Tux. How are you doing?
Evening. Yeah, not feeling amazingly great, but I'll survive. But couldn't miss this one.
That's dedication. Yeah, just pick up what we have so far as we have Lane with a 56.6 out on pole, with then Jones, Skunky, Raku.
It surprised me how much speed's in the Alpine,
Yeah.
And the McLaren seems to be struggling. I expect the McLaren to be up there with the Merc on this track, but the Alpine's dragging a lot of time somewhere in the braking zones, I guess. I just thought the Alpine might struggle with the big curbs a little bit as well, but seems to be going well in Lane's hands anyway. The next one is P12.
Yeah, I guess what the real thing will be here is, and I had to play about with some cars. I didn't drive the Alpine though, right enough, but I think the McLaren's maybe a good race car here.
It's interesting, Morrison, Richmond, Lico are separated by less than a tenth. 5th, 6th and 7th.
Yeah. I think the Alpine can bite you here. The Merc felt like you could do one.
The Alpine always seems like it can bite you, especially if they're like got a bit of busy track. You might be a little touch, so it just seems to react quite drastically at times. But also Jones is leading the little Mercedes trio there as well. They're quite close, but
yeah,
gaining speed every week, doesn't he?
I think for me playing about with it, you can fill the McLaren up and it still just does the same pace.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I think in a race here, even if you're not in the quickest car, if you don't make constant errors, or not even constant errors, just if you can avoid making 5, 6, 7 little more mistakes at chicanes, you can outperform the car here, because a lot of it is how comfortable people are at this track.
Yeah, I had a shot of the Mercedes. I didn't have any setup or anything, so this is not scientific at all, but some of the Lesmo corners that you come round, on the exit of them you're on the Astro. It was a little bit eager to turn round on you, I thought. I don't know if they can dial that out on the setup, but
Want to have a little look at Barch, who's having quite an impressive quality. I'm just watching him. He's on set a personal best first sector.
We'll just throw him on the now so we can see that.
If he could move up to potentially even like P7 if he found 2 or 3 tenths here, which would be incredible.
Yeah, I seen him doing some practice laps and he was quick. He was quicker than me actually, I think.
He's a 10th up as he heads towards the last corner.
10th up would throw him top 10 if he. Oh, he's kind of ballsed up the last corner of the way. It looked like he was a little bit deep, then a little bit wide.
He's still 10th and a half up.
Oh, is he?
So yeah, should be a PB, yeah.
Let's see where that pushes him up to. 10th. And then
still 8 minutes to go. There's going to be a track.
He'll get a good run here.
I'll try and find some other guys who might be trying to improve.
Just watching Barcher with some, then he just
Thomas is another one who's halfway through the lap and he's marginally up on his lap.
Just saying that Barcher just proved exactly what you were saying there. It's easy to make mistakes. He just went deep into the first corner there, and then just ended up on the sausage curb on the outside of that, and then bouncing everywhere.
Thomas just lost a 10th out of that corner, but he could still be a PB just about if he nails the last corner.
Just trail breaks through that. He gets on the power early. And sees he's got a better line than Barcher had there.
And then he pits
it.
He's going to pit. Oh, Hickman just drifting. He's 6 tenths up on the coming up to the last corner, so he's going to improve by quite a bit here, I think.
That's Hickman style, is it not?
P19 at the minute. Yeah, he's second up at the moment. Drifts it a bit though.
You just see the back end stepping out on him.
He's still up. He's going to brain a few places.
And he jumps to 16th.
Gillies is going into turn 1. P13 at the minute.
Yeah, the Ginetta looks okay here as well. I know it's going to be compromised down the straight, but when you see
It's
it,
going to be a struggle in the first few laps. It doesn't look too bad in quality, does it? But
no, when you see him come through this chicane,
it's just a lot of the time is gained by braking late, and when you've got lots of cars around you, it's going to be hard to utilise that.
when you see the way it changes direction
strength.
through this chicane, it's, oh, he puts over the curb. That's compromised him there. Jinxed him. McGowan up to 5th in an Alpine now.
Goldie just starting a lap. No, he seems to have. No, he's not had a good exit out of turn 1 there, so.
Skunky,
Green out there.
second.
Raku's found a couple of attempts in the first sector. Can he?
Raku can do mid 56s, I think.
Yeah, he's up on his lap here at the minute. 4 at the moment.
Just watch a little bit of him.
Yeah, well. This could, if he nails the rest of his lap, could be a pole lap. Very nice through there, clean.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, he's just gone out of bounds.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's 3.5 tenths up. So he would have gone on the front row there if he completed that one. He's going to come in the pits and have a quick dash to the last 4 minutes.
Drop all the fuel out at new tyres and go for it. Issue here is.
Vecina's on a good lap.
Issue here is with that track temperature, you're going to need 2 laps to get the tyres into the right window. So,
but the track is improving every minute, so sometimes it just works. It just seems to work even though the tyres aren't quite where you want them to be. Just go full steam ahead and just see what happens. And there's nothing to lose.
Got Skunky coming over the line. Doesn't go quicker. It's going to be a difficult one to call in terms of who's going to win it. I mean, Lico had been dominating this, but finds himself a second off the pace.
Lico's had a good first sector. I'm just watching him. He's 2 tenths up in his first sector.
Is that Shug behind Lico as well?
Yeah, I think he's on an invalid lap there. Looks like the Alpine might be taking pole here. 3 minutes to go. Can one of those Mercs pull something out of the bag? McGowan's gone P5 in the Alpine.
Oh yeah, good spot.
Lico is still a tenth and a half up at the moment, so I don't know if that's going to do much for him. Going to put him probably up to 6th.
Jump him above Richmond as lead McLaren, probably.
Can find another 10th, he might go 5th in the last corner.
He takes that corner well.
Yeah, he's gaining time all the time, so I think he's going to go P5 here.
Let's have a little look. Now he does go P5. Just 3/100ths quicker than McGowan, but
going on out there. It's a lot of invalid laps. Track wears on a personal best. Currently P19, I think.
Yeah, just pick him up in the Aston. It's not going to be particularly good track for the Aston here, is it? You either need top end.
He is almost second up here, so he could go all the way up to somewhere around Thomas if he nails the last corner.
Yeah, I was going to say that the Aston, good car, but it's very middle ground, isn't it? And what you need here is either big top end or epic brakes. So he goes 14th. Good shout from you.
Just 1 minute 15 to go.
Just seeing if there's Raku on a lap here. He's driving like he's on a lap.
Lico is on a lap. It's fairly similar to his old lap, but he's 10th up.
Watching Raku come round. Must be fancying this. He's taken the shortest possible way to that start finish line, and he goes second.
Wow.
Just
Lico has not going to gain time, I don't think.
Just watching Lico. He's going to get another lap in though. Stays 5th.
Richmond's just started a lap and he's had a good first corner.
You do make or break a lap in the first corner here, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. In quality, it pretty much is. Like, Neil's in the chat saying, hope everyone has a good race. Plenty of points for Shark tonight to close the gap with Neil not around. The Welsh centre taking a race off.
Is this? I'm not sure if Neil and Privet are rivals anymore. The pace that Neil's got these
Maybe
days.
once Privet understands this McLaren a bit better, and if he sticks with it and really puts the hours in, we know he likes to put the hours in, but whether he enjoys driving this car, we'll have to wait and see. Just hearing from Goldie, he's not very happy with his McLaren. Doesn't like how it feels out there.
I had a setup saved from somewhere, loaded it in, and was able to do 58s with no real practice, and it felt really safe.
Are you saying you're a much better driver than Goldie?
No, I was actually just obviously, but what also I found, I just obviously found a setup that worked in terms of.
Well, Lane just found more time, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, he did, and Skunky just pipped Raku there.
Yeah.
Here comes Lico. He must be on a lap because he is trying to find the shortest way. Lico stays 5th, so.
Top McLaren there. It's interesting. McLaren Alpine there and there.
Yeah, so what we have is Lane 1st, Skunky 2nd, Raku 3rd, Jones 4th, Lico 5th, and McGowan, Richmond, Armstrong, Morrison, Kinsey. Rounding up the top 10. We didn't really speak much about Morrison and Kinsey there, but we've crept into the top 10.
Porsche seems okay, but we haven't got many in the field.
Yeah, true, yeah. Barcher at 11th. That's epic performance from where he was 12 months ago. Then Cousins as a lead Ginetta, followed by Gillies, then Trackwear, Thomas, Vizina, Zielikowski, Sexton, Goldie, Hickman, Sabio, and Privet. And we'll be starting from 22nd. Goldie, Zielikowski, and Vizina there. I don't know if they've just not had the practice or whatever, but you would normally expect them to be a little bit further up. Especially Vizina, I think he's just been sitting around that sort of 10th quite comfortably the last few weeks. Yeah, Neil pointing out
He's
blinding.
asking if he wanted to join the comms or something. I don't know. I thought it was probably best not just get through turn 1 safely, mate.
Neil just pointing out it is a blinding lap from Barcher. Neil, maybe that's your new rival. That's what we're going with. If Neil's still listening to me, we'll play that out as a USA versus UK type battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lane will lead us out with Skunky, Raku, Jones, Lico. So McGowan, Richmond, Armstrong, Morrison and Kinsey. Familiar kind of top 10, but just apart from Lane on pole, maybe it's a bit of an unfamiliar how they're all positioned there.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really expect the Alpine to be that good here, but be interested to see where they're gaining the time as we watch the race.
30 seconds.
Here we go.
20 seconds.
A little bit smaller grid tonight as well, which is a little bit disappointing, but maybe isn't a bad thing, because if this had been 30
10
cars,
seconds.
you were pretty much at a standstill at the back of the grid into T1, I would have thought.
Yeah. Let's hope that 22 get through alright.
You got to pick a winner?
No. I don't want to jinx anyone. It's just
Lane always criticises me because I never pick him, so I'm going to just cheap out on this a little bit and pick Lane.
okay. I'll just to make interest, I'll say a Mercedes.
Right, okay, so you're going for Barcher. Huge call, huge call from
Maybe.
you. I do wonder now that the Alpine seems to be one of the go-to cars. There's traditionally always one track where they're quite compromised, even as the go-to, so I wonder where that'll be.
Well, next week we're at Valencia. It's a massive unknown. I don't think it'll be too bad there. Even it's got a big straight, but there's a lot of sweeping corners. Then we're at Kota, which I don't know. We've done the team battle race there, but apart from that, I don't really
People
know
are
much. That
always
was in the previous version.
People are always a little bit salty about Kota as a track for us to go to, but I think the racing's always been quite good there.
We've only done one race, didn't we? We did that night race.
Did we not
The
do
team battle.
Did we do M2 there?
I don't think so.
Oh, was it just team battles? Maybe I'm thinking about something we've done. As
Maybe we did something there a long time ago. Maybe we did that in M2s there a long time ago. I can't remember. We haven't done an official round there at Kota and M2s, but maybe a warm-up race or something. I don't know. So many races now; they all blur into one.
I always think
I
season
reckon
10
we've
is
probably
good.
done. We've probably done well over 100. I reckon we're maybe approaching 150 races now that we've organised.
Yeah, I would think you're probably right, yeah. Yeah, I think 10 seasons, 8 rounds a season for GT4, there's 80 races minimum, specials takes
Sometimes
us...
we've done more, sometimes we've done 9, 10, some team battles.
Team
recently.
battles, specials we do, M2 is probably taking us way above 150 actually.
Yeah. Euro versus Intercon, Shark v Brew, all these other
Yeah.
ones. So yeah, I think we're probably about 150 now, which is, a lot, isn't it?
I know. The crazy part is there's guys out there who've been with us for
Yeah.
a lot of them, if not all of them.
Little one's probably done 120 plus.
Yeah.
Goldie too.
Goldie as well, yeah. The old guard. There we go, we're just approaching the last corner though. Everyone trying to heat the tyres. Liking the blue on Jones's
Just going to say, last race we saw McLaren get to turn 1 before Lane at Alton Park. Is it going to be able to survive the drag to turn 1? Is Skunky going to just be able to take that first spot out of the first
yeah,
chicane,
that is a good shout, yeah. When we were at Alton, the Alpine's strength looked to be the drive out the corners, not the drag down the straight, so this will be a test.
For some reason Richmond and McGowan are now different spots. I don't know why, but it was McLaren Alpine. Anyway,
Here we go. Skunky in different colours. I'm not sure I'm enjoying this. Should he not be in sort of candy apple red? Here we go.
drive through Morrison.
Morrison for. So the Mercedes isn't going to out drag the Alpine. He's just going to tuck right in behind him. Lane will have to defend here, but it's all just about getting braking right. A couple of Alpines go desperately wide or straight down, but it looks like we're.
Yeah, for some reason it won't let me go into drive, and I'm in a onboard still, so I'm just watching the stream a few seconds behind at the minute.
So we're all through. We're all through, and Lane leads us through with Skunky and Raku. And then it looks like Lico that's. Oh no, so I thought Lico got by. Richmond.
Armstrong. It's Armstrong there with Richmond, isn't it?
Yeah. Richmond's got the inside here, so Armstrong's probably going to have to yield. Let's have a little look, because it'll push him way wide here. He does. That's going to compromise Armstrong, and it's going to let Morrison get a run at him.
That's Morrison, yeah, but he's got a drive through, isn't it? So it's kind of compromised his race.
Well, oh well done to them so far. I mean, the craziest first corner.
Still got to go.
I'm just the first corner and the best discipline we've seen this season so far.
Yeah, no, I agree. From what I saw.
Yeah, Neil agreeing in the chat about as clean as we've seen for a long time. I'd agree with that.
I'm gonna have to just leave and just not leave this chat, but I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah, no worries. Just watching. Skunky goes really wide there. Keeps the power down. So I think every time if Skunky comes round the last corner behind Lane, then he's going to be able to drag right up onto the back of him. So it could keep this a battle for a long time, especially if it's compromising Lane through T1. So
we've got skidded at turn 1 there, a little touch with Gowan on the battle on an onboard, so it's hard to see what went on, but we've got is that Richmond? No, it was an Aston? What's it? Barcher got spun, and then Hickman went head on into him.
I think Morrison got caught in it as well.
So Barcher's, yeah, he's got big damage, that's his race. Down the pan.
So after praising them for the first lap in T1, we see people bouncing about. The guys up front keep it going though. Morrison just seems stuck.
Morrison's still there, but I think I would have probably just pitted it for the drive-through straight away, because just get yourself some clean air and then just try and save your race the best you can. But looks like he's out of the race now. He's returned to the pits.
Skunky right up behind Lane here. He's on the outside and he's actually managing to draw level down the straights. Stays on the outside. Skunky might get a move done here. If he's level with an Alpine going down the straight, he is. He's going to just go past him here. He's going to out drag him, I would expect, and he does. Takes the lead.
Over the inside.
He's bold enough not to defend. Jones collects Lane. That was scruffy. Lane keeps going. Jones keeps going. Lico sets fastest lap.
Lane's Jones kind of got away with it. Lane's it's not trouble. Lane Massive, he's probably got a bit of damage. He won't be happy about. But it could have been a lot worse.
Raku's now having a run at Jones. Jones will probably need to defend here. He's not going to defend. Oh, cheeky for Jones there. Cuts the corner. And Lico now pulls onto the back of this little battle. Cousins and Janetta giving McGowan a bit of a hard time now as well. Just trying to see, we also got Trackway and Berkshire in the pits. I don't know if they've driven round and pitted and are just going to do this as their pit stop, fix the car and get back out. Berkshire, they probably should. Berkshire's certainly got the pace to get good points here, even with that happening.
Yeah, it's 50 minutes. There's still, because of we have got a full grid. There's plenty of points even to finishing last in this race.
Cousins right behind Alpine.
Trying to accommodate the point system for the bigger grids, but they seem to have reduced for the time being.
Going to watch a Janetta versus Alpine drag race here. We'll see if we can identify the point that Janetta hits the limiter. Cousins got a good run on him here. This always happens, but then Cousins dives to the outside and hits the limiter, and the Alpine just drives away from him. That must be frustrating, eh?
Lico's tucked up behind Raku Jones, which is looking to taste a little free car back way.
Yeah, just switched over to that. Oh, Raku.
Jones is...
Raku bounced off a curb across the track into him, and I don't know what that done to Jones.
I imagine he could well have got a warning for that one, because...
yeah, but unfortunately, it did look like Raku bounced over into him, but Lico manages to take advantage and go past Raku there.
We got to stop and go.
419 Trackware. God, damage in the T1 pit to fix it. Raku going to make a move. No, he's just going to filter in behind. Quite settled down like we normally expect it to. Let's have a look a bit further down. Have we got anything else going on? Goldie's made his way up to 12th. I see that there. And we've got Armstrong giving Zielikowski a bit of pressure here. Let's pick this up. Little Alpine buzzing about behind the Aston. He's going to go down the inside here.
I got Privet making a move on Sabio. Just made it on the back straight for Parabolica. So he's up to P17, sorry.
Privet changed his colours again. Is that sky blue McLaren? Is that what I see in the background of this?
I think that's Gott's old livery. He's hoping he's got a bit of Gott's pace as well. Right, leave the settings just as they are. I'll jump in that one.
Yeah. Back to McGowan versus Cousins, and Kinsey's just catching him in the Porsche now, but Cousins is clearly quicker, but they get to the straight and
Lane is right on the back of Skunky as well, so Morrison's out on track and he's just in front of them. He's going to be getting lapped, so...
Oh yeah, Morrison back out.
But yeah, Lane's really putting the pressure on there. Jones just going with him a bit as well, really, isn't he? So
Yeah.
now he hasn't got to worry about Raku behind so much. He seems to be flying.
Especially now Raku's having to deal with it. Him and Licourse having a bit of a trade in places now. Gillies, just going to quick cut to Gillies. He's putting Goldie under real pressure. Just took a fair chunk out of him the last lap, so maybe Goldie's had a little moment. What I will do is I'm gonna stick with Gillies Goldie. If you just keep an eye on other stuff, just so we really highlight the difference in top end. You say that Goldie manages to get a bit breathing room, but
Morrison managed to let the top three go quite nicely before turn one there.
Track wear just coming out alongside Goldie there.
Yeah, he had a stop go, so he's going to be lapped, I'd imagine.
Awkward one for Morrison here, just because I'm now back watching Skunky Lane. I can see Jones in the background with Morrison, who actually has the
still got a drive through to take and a pit stop, so yeah, he's miles off his.
Yeah, but it's odd that he actually has the pace to be in about this, and he's just going to have to yield.
I'm not sure I'd really want to be in it, to be honest. I think take your drive through, get some clear air, let the guys get on with the race. But he's going to have to take the drive through because you only get a certain amount of laps to take it, don't you? So I imagine he might have to come in this lap.
Yeah, and he cut away from that, but Cousins is now past McGowan. And Kinsey's catching up, but also Vecino's got a bit of a wriggle on in the Aston. He's up to 10th. I really see how much maybe McGowan at this point in the race was just holding Cousins up, because it doesn't look like he can stick with him.
All the Alpines have gone backwards, haven't they, a little bit? McGowan, Armstrong, Lane's gone back one place.
That is a good spot.
But Lane's still in the race for the lead, so I don't think he'll be too unhappy at the moment. Especially after avoiding that drama at turn one when he got put on his side a little. Just saw Lico going through the runoff at turn one. He's actually not lost a lot of time there, so I don't know if he would have got a warning for that, whether he went too quickly or not, but he's literally come out pretty much where he was before to find Raku.
I think he's smart enough to have lifted. So.
Yeah, but he didn't avoid the mullards, he just went right through.
Oh, right, God. Just seen Jones bounce over a curb and the back end slide, collects it, but...
Yeah, he's lost a bit of time, hasn't he? He was second behind Lane and now he's 2.5 back, just falling back towards Raku a little bit again.
So we're just pushing it a little bit hard.
Richards in the background there, he's just still in a decent spot if he can get a good pit stop. In a little bit of space where he can just concentrate on consistent laps.
I was wondering who we were missing from this lot. Do you know, it's Viper, I just couldn't...
Yeah, he's down in Devon, isn't he? I think he said he was going on holiday this week.
Alright, yeah, because that's the car that's missing from that top 8 battle at the moment, isn't it? So do we have any little battles going on? Goldie's got a bit of space over Gillies. Armstrong, he's just spun it. Oh, he's just got it. Armstrong spun it there. I don't know what happened if there was contact, but the way he was sat, Zielikowski had nowhere to go but hit him and just spun him like a top.
So yeah, but
who's 412? Because they're also travelling a little bit. Oh, that is Armstrong. And then 419 is
track wear's absolutely ruined so that was
Oh,
to him.
yeah.
I think he was lapped and he came out in the field, so obviously he's come a cropper in that situation. I don't know what happened exactly. I didn't see it. I think you might have seen it. But it looks like he's out of the race. He's not moving.
He needs to make a decision what he's doing here, because he's got cars coming round
Back to
towards him
pits.
quite soon. Now he's back to the pits. We've got guys pitted. Kinsey's pitted. Don't think he had damage of that. That's obviously a tactical thing from him. Just
To get a bit of space. I mean, these tyres will do 35 minutes easy. It's
he was catching McGowan. Oh, Sean bounces it. Gillies bounces it, and then in the background I see Thomas up on 2 wheels as well. The Porsche loves to go on 2 wheels, doesn't it?
Goldie's just not comfortable in that McLaren, as you can tell, but still, he just held it together. He's got a decent result out there. So Kinsey leaves the pits in a lovely bit of space.
Gillies really pressuring Goldie now. I think the thing is, when you're in a McLaren with a Ginetta behind you here, Goldie knows he just needs to block through these few turns and then get onto the straight in his way.
Yeah.
Oh, Goldie jumps it again. That's going to maybe give Gillies a chance here down into the last corner. He's not going to be close enough to dive under him, I don't think, but
James has taken the fastest lap of the race.
oh yeah, good spot.
He's got pace, but he's not maybe getting the consistency at the moment. That's you can see him right up behind Lane, but
Gillies
plenty
is
of time
right
for this
behind
race to
Goldie.
go.
Gillies right behind Goldie
I
going
think
down
that
straight.
anyone in the top 4 or 5 could win this race.
I'd agree with that. Oh, Gillies right up. Goldie gets away down the straight, under braking into T1. Gillies just right back on.
Yeah.
The thing with that McLaren is that you do not have confidence on the brakes. It's a bit hit or miss.
It is, yeah. So McGowan's in the pits now. So's Privet. So's Armstrong.
Just up ahead of Goldie and Gillies. I've seen Vizina there. Gillies goes way too deep. That'll compromise him.
Thomas is just creeping up on these, aren't they? They're both making a bit of a few mistakes.
Yeah, they're pushing it hard now and they're just catching gravel or bouncing curbs, and that is just allowing Thomas to chip away at it.
If I was Thomas, I might just get to the back and then pit. And get in the battle. We're coming towards the pit phase now.
Yep.
64. Stop and go, McGowan.
Oh God.
Boys aren't practicing their pit entries, are they?
Well, somebody knocked the marker, because it's easy to take the marker away here.
You need to actually go and do it and see where it is, so you don't rely on the marker.
Trying to see.
Because that just ruins races, doesn't it? That's a minute and a half on your time, or whatever.
McLaren parked on the inside of T1 there. I'm not sure who that was.
Privet.
Was it Privet? And then we've got Morrison having to get out of the way of. He's obviously done his drive-through, so he's now got Skunky and Lane, and then Barcher's kind of caught on the outside of the corner as well here.
Yeah. Those boys would do well just to back off a little bit here and let the leaders go.
Barcher does that. Morrison just straight lines it, but lifts, so he doesn't. Lane gets a little run on Skunky there, but you're on the outside. You just can't go past on the outside there. Should Lane pit?
The cut's the way to go, but yeah. Raku, has Raku got past Jones? No, there's Barcher in front, isn't it? Sorry.
It's Barcher, yeah. You just see him getting out of the way again.
I think if I was Jones, I'd pit because he's got Morrison between him and the top guys now.
Just thinking, Lane puts a lot of effort in here to get behind Skunky. Skunky's able to use a bit of that.
Gilly's ahead of Goldie, and Thomas is now right behind Goldie as well. They're in 3 cars together, so it's all happening.
Oh, yeah, just. And Lane's past Skunky. But Skunky's got the drive. He's going to pull out and go down the inside. Surprised Lane didn't try and defend that there. Oh, great driving for Lane. Puts him in
Get the exit.
Can he get the exit though? If he can manage to hold this, it puts him in a good position.
I really think James should have pitted that lap. It would have been perfect. They're battling now, but he's still going. Maybe I'll pit this lap.
Wow, Skunky managed to outbrake an Alpine there. Oh, it goes a bit deep. Lane's going to get a run on down the inside here.
Great racing.
There's good racing here.
There, I think. Oh no, Skunky's. Ooh, a little tap. Lane's getting away.
I thought Lane might have just left it in there. Or do you think Lane's maybe worried about the Alpine effect?
There's got to be some pit stops here in the top 5, surely. They're all squeezed up together. We're coming towards the halfway mark in 4 minutes. Morrison's in there as well, making things a little bit awkward, but you know, there's nothing we do about that. He's taking his drive through now.
Goldie's back ahead of Gillies, and then Thomas is now putting pressure on Gillies. No, in fact, Gillies is now back ahead of Goldie. So Thomas needs to get out of this battle.
Look at the last corner. It's going to be close.
Lane's managed this a couple of times, but he is going to pit.
Lane's pitted.
Sensible from him. Let's just pick up
so is Jones, so is Morrison. Oh! A little touch there in the pit lane somewhere. I think Jones might hit the back of Morrison then. Maybe. Not sure. Can see from the angle.
And I'm just watching Flames lick out the back of Goldie's McLaren under braking. He goes a bit deep. That's going to give Thomas a run on him here. But both the McLaren and the Porsche will probably... they're going to pit. So Goldie and Gillies pit.
And by the way, the board's still there, so there's no excuse.
Oh, the board's still there, so there's no excuse, you're just calling it out.
Yeah. I think it just ruins races. It's very frustrating because, you know, for them as well, but just a little bit of recon. Just let's spend 5 minutes instead of pound around doing hot laps, just go in the pits 3 laps in a row. Just make sure you've got it sorted.
Yeah, Gowney just saying Gowney in the
cost you
chat.
90 seconds. That's a second and a half a lap probably.
Yeah.
2.5 seconds a lap.
You would have gained more from doing a recce run than you would have doing hot laps and saving that 90 seconds. Gowney just saying rear shunt at the start, stop and go, his fault, shouldn't have raced, he's up early for work.
Fair enough. Anyway, we've got plenty of action here, I think, still. Skunky's... Think he's going to respond to that this lap from Lane?
I would expect so. We also have Kinsey putting Vicina under a bit of pressure. Is Jones ahead of Lane?
Jones is ahead of Lane, yeah.
Does Lane need to work on pit stops? This happens quite a lot to him. I don't know whether he's chose to fix damage, but it didn't appear to be compromising him. But Jones has had a fair jump there to be 2 seconds ahead of him, and that's Skunky and Richmond in as well. Just watching.
Raku carried on. Lico carried on.
Not seen much of Vicina and Kinsey, and then in the background is that Armstrong sliding an Alpine about. It is, yeah. So he was obviously not racing, he was just
He's
getting towed along with them.
He's lapped, yeah, I think. Because he had an incident, didn't he?
So the thing is to see where I'll maybe pick up.
James has got a little bit damage that he hasn't fixed there in the pit stop, so I don't know if he's not going to be an optimal.
I'll just cut to
straights there.
Jones because I think Skunky's just dropped off the.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be in the lead, I think. Quite comfortably, I think. So obviously Lane's lost a lot of time there in the pits, like you said.
Yeah, Richmond's lost a
We are at the
bit of
halfway
time
mark,
as well.
still
He's
a
just
way to
coming out
go.
of the pits.
Well, he was quite behind.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, so I don't know if he has or not. But
Thomas
he
now
wasn't up.
is in the pits as well, so we're all cycling through. That leaves Raccoon Lico out there.
Yeah, where's Gillies and Goldie? I think Thomas is going to jump him, is he? He's at the exit.
Let's have a look. He
He has.
pulls out. Gillies is coming down the straight. He's about to bounce off the limiter. So yeah, Thomas has.
Goldie's behind Gillies.
He's going to jump them.
Well, Gillies going to try a late bacon on the outside.
Can he go round the outside here on the better tyres?
Yeah,
Yes, he
yeah.
can. Oh, he's runs off the curb. Good effort from him there.
Can he?
Just using the tyres, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll be liking that. It's a good move.
The Lico's in the pits.
Kinsey forces Vecina
he's
into a
got-
bit of a mistake. Goes deep. Vecina cuts a corner.
Cousins in the pits.
Vecina cut the corner to maintain the place and just gave it up to Kinsey. Very sporting of him. So Cousins as well, he was battling before with Gillies Thomas Goldie battle.
It was McGowan, wasn't it? But that was slightly ahead of this battle. Don't know. Find out. Sexton goes into P2. Page. So yeah,
Just-
climatised just McLaren. I think these got Sexton and Sabia are friends, I think, and I think they quite like this long strategy. Keeps them a bit of space.
Yeah, you said that last time. It's usually Gillies that stays out there for ages.
Although Sabio's actually in the pits. We saw him pit really late last week, but it's gone a little bit earlier. So Lico is out in front of Richmond, I think. Yeah.
He is out in front of Richmond, yep.
Quite a bit behind Lane though.
Yep.
Goose in the pits.
Seeing if there's any battles out there. Just Vecina and Kinsey seems to be the battle. But Vecina cuts the corner again. He must be getting near.
So do you reckon, interested to see where Raku comes out. Do you reckon he'll go out in front of Lane? So Lane lost time and Jones was in front of him.
I see Armstrong's buzzing about Vecina and Kinsey and sort of putting them off. I'm
Yeah.
not sure he
He's
should
quick,
be doing
but
that.
He's quick, but he's lapped down, isn't he?
And where is so? I'm just having a little look. Raku's off the jacks
Raku's
now.
off. Yeah.
It's just
He's
watch when he
gonna
comes
be
out. He's going to hit.
close. Might be close with Lane.
So he's going
Yeah,
to.
pass. He's not really far off them, is he?
No, he's got them in his sight again. So, and then you can see Lico a fair bit behind him now. It's worked out well for Raku that actually. He's come out with no pressure behind him and a few targets ahead of him. So Sexton leads the way.
Yeah, if he's comfortable, just keep going, isn't it? I think he's still in a good learning phase about GT4, so.
Just cutting back to Goldie's taking chunks out Thomas now, so I don't know whether he's made adjustments to tyre pressures or something, but it's suddenly the car's suddenly come alive for him. Track's actually got warmer since we started, so
Yeah, it started at 12 PM and it's on times too, so it's going to end about 2 PM. So yeah, it's going to always get hotter as the race went on. Which these guys are quite like because you lose a bit of temp, don't you? There's not many corners here.
Goldie's and has big questions with Thomas here. Easy section to make a mistake. Thomas gets it all slowed down and turned in. "20 minutes to go."
Yeah, it's well poised still. I still think any of the from second to fifth could win this race. But I think Skunky's in the pound seat, obviously.
Yeah.
But you can make errors here, can you? And,
it just takes a bounce off the curb, bottom the car out.
One thing Skunky will be hoping is that Sexton pits in this. As we watched Skunky miss turn one, he might have actually gained a bit of time there. He might have got warning. But maybe he was looking at Sexton going, "I'm going to be catching you in this lap. I'll be coming in the pits." Although he probably breezed past. Doubt Sexton, even though it's his position. I don't think Sexton will want to compromise his own race.
Skunky will be eager that Jones puts a bit of battle up for lane, which I'm sure he will. Now, Raku will also be hoping for a Jones lane battle because that gives him a chance to get on the back of them. There we go, just catching Sexton's McLaren here. Is Sexton going to battle him here or get out of the way? He doesn't have to get out of the way. He's not going to be showing blue flags here, but totally different strategies.
Yeah, he's going to feel the pressure, isn't he? And yeah, that's why you sometimes avoid that situation, because you put yourself under a lot of pressure with one of the quick guys behind you hunting for a win, and there's just not really much need for it really. Could have picked a lap before, but
I wonder if he will go in here. Lane now right on the back of Jones.
he's getting out of the way of Jones, I think. Probably distracting them all a bit, but he's going to come in the pits, I'd imagine. Cost himself a lot of time by letting those guys through. Not an optimal lap there.
Yeah, he's coming
just,
in.
Consider that for the next one, mate. But all good. But you just cost yourself a few seconds there.
Lane's putting Jones under pressure here. He's going to try and go around the outside. Lane goes past Jones there. Through T1 2. Good pass.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Lane started eating a bit about gap out of Skunky there and putting some pressure on. If he could just get out of range of Jones first, obviously.
Just quickly cut to Thomas, who's going past Gillies, and Gillies comes back at him under braking through T1. Thomas does to Gillies what Gillies done to Thomas a few laps ago, and Thomas takes 11th. Gillies going to try and... has he got enough to fight back here? He probably does. Janeta's brakes, he'll probably have a stab into the next chicane. Unless Thomas defends that. And you're right, that's Goldie now onto the back of this as well, so a good little battle there.
Jones having? Jones is still close there, but it's again Parabolica. Just going to try and have a look into turn 1.
I'll just cut back to that as well. See if Jones can get a run at the Alpine down the straight. He's going it.
Got a little bit of front damage there, probably just not helping his top speed. But it's probably what put him ahead of lane by not fixing that in the pits.
Yeah, back to Thomas, Gillies, Goldie, all separated by a second.
Skunky's actually gained about 6 tenths on that lap lane because he had to defend. So that,
You will be enjoying that.
so Lane's probably got 7 or 8 laps. Victory is just eluded in Intercon this season. But it's not impossible.
Jones seems
got a charge on here. Yeah, he's just broken away from Jones a little bit there. I think Jones is going to have to look in his rear mirror now because Raku's there.
Raku's just come right up behind him as well. Lico used to winning, but won't be happy with being 5th, but I think tomorrow will be very happy with 5th. If that's where he finishes, just in terms of championships.
He's got a fairly decent lead there, even though Skunky is closest one to him. He looks like he's probably going to win the race, but P5 is McLaren hasn't been particularly wonderful here. I think he'll be fairly okay with that.
Lane goes super wide there as well.
Bit of a quiet little period for him and Richmond as well. They're both kind of in a little world of their own.
Gillies going round the outside of Thomas. Just caught that there. Thomas goes a bit deep, as that's going to let Goldie pass them as well. So
how did Gillies get past Thomas?
Round the outside into Aqua Mineral. Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Or am I just making? Is that? I think that's maybe Imola, isn't it?
Yeah, it sounds familiar for Imola, but we talk about the chicane
at the end of the back,
before the back straight.
The back straight, yeah. They should really always do these checks, but I don't know what.
Scary.
Scary, that's it. Yeah. You're correct. I don't know what Thomas was doing there. Seemed to leave the door wide open then.
These 3 have had a good little battle really for the last 15-20 minutes.
They have had a great battle. I wonder if Zielikowski can just get onto the back of that. I can just see him in the background.
He's had a bit of a lonely race, I think, so he'll be yearning for some wheel-to-wheel action, I think.
Raku putting Jones under pressure now. 2 Mercedes.
You know, we were watching Sexton earlier, and we said Savio pitted, and I think if Sexton had pitted lap 4, he'd probably be right up with his Savio at his exact time.
If he hadn't had to get out the throttle multiple times for the leaders.
Privet's 5 seconds behind Sexton as well, so we'll be able to get into a bit of a battle there. A few bit lonely races here, good size not been that wonderful, and then a few people had incidents, so they've kind of got lapped.
Lane's also managed to break the toe on Jones, so
Raku's got the quickest lap now. Your point there if he can hold it.
He'll not be caring about that right now. He's probably fancying podium minimum. Do we have any other little battles out there? Just the
Gillies, Goldie, Thomas seems to be a big one.
They are switching places. Goldie with the indicator on.
I'll keep an eye on Raku and let you know if anything happens there.
Goldie's just pulled right up behind Gillies. He'll not have the brakes when McLaren challenges Ginetta into T1, but no. He does. Goldie goes past, compromises Gilly, a little block pass there, and that's going to let Thomas get a run. Maybe. It lets Thomas pull on the back of Gilly, so they're swapping places again, and it's now Goldie that leads them through.
So this all ends happily because it's been a good battle so far.
Yeah, Gilly's going to defend here.
Oh, Gillies is deep.
Yeah, Gilly's deep, rubs a bit paint with Goldie, but that's going to compromise him now. Thomas is going to take the place away for Gillies. Just a bit brave on the brakes there, I think. Even though they're battling here, I was watching the time, they're still sort of pulling away for Zielikowski.
Looks like he's closed up a bit by eye, but maybe...
Well, I kind of had a look when I said that, and he was 5.7 last lap at this part. He's now 6.2, so...
They're coming up to the next checkpoint now, aren't they?
Oh, you are right, he's down to 4.2, so he's taking a second out of him now.
They must have lost a lot of time there, they were going for the chicane. A bit of compromise, weren't they? Now Goldie maybe has a chance to pull away if Gillies puts the pressure on Thomas.
Yeah.
Don't think he'll be able to get Casino, who's quite far up the road, I think.
We were quite close to Facina at one point, but he has just made the most of this, and he's put 10 seconds.
Up the road.
It seems to be
Raku's just fallen off the back of James a little bit. He's not pressuring him so hard now. Lane's 2.9 off, so Skunky's got it all in hand with 8 minutes to go for his second one of the season.
8 minutes to go.
24, 25 laps.
The other thing that we can't see that will be getting factored in here, do you know, if you see Raku drop off the pace a bit, or you could also be looking at track limits. Could be at a point where people just can't risk stuff now, and maybe need to settle with what they've got. Certainly doesn't look that way.
Part of being a racing driver, you've got to be sensible sometimes. Just take what's on offer.
Thomas goes on the grass. That's going to let Gillies run past him, I would imagine here.
Can the Ginetta do it there?
Thomas is going to defend. Comes across under braking, and Gillies dives down the inside, but isn't going to go by him. Racing hard, these guys, right now.
Yeah, Goldie's just pulled away now a little bit, hasn't he? 1.5.
Just seeing Raku just picking the pace up again a little bit behind Jones.
Yeah, still not close enough to make a move or anything, so...
Goldie is just getting away for these guys now.
Yeah, it'd be a sigh of relief. Taking top 10, I'd imagine, because he wasn't very happy after quali.
And they just spread out enough now to drop Zielikowski again.
Yeah. Yeah, lonely races for Lico, Richmond, Cousins, Kinsey, Facina at the minute. They'll be all happy to be in the top 10.
Yeah. not what you would expect from those guys, but Cousins did have the first half of the race, he was going past people, but
7th isn't a bad go in the Ginetta, is it? I don't think it's. I don't think he's been racing GT4 much recently, so kind of jumped in and ragged it.
that's probably the best way to describe that. Driving.
Raku has closed up on Jones a bit. I'll have a look.
And just cut to that as well. I was just watching Skunky and Lane come through there, and I could see Raku right behind Jones, and then Jones slide in the back a bit. Just
I'll keep an eye on Achilles and let you know. Now you've got that one.
Raku just must be the damage to Jones. Just he looks a bit understeery compared to Raku when you see the two Mercedes together.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much damage that is. I don't know. Especially like 7, 8, 9 seconds, 10 seconds maybe. 12 feels a bit of a top speed issue, but it seems to be doing okay. But Raku's gonna really have a go here in the next 4 minutes on this podium.
Yeah, I just wonder if Raku knew about that, would he just try and set him up down the straight? He's right behind him here now. If Jones is suffering a bit understeer with the damage here, this is going to be a difficult corner for him. He brakes later than Raku. You can see Raku's now holding a tighter line. He's going to get a much better drive here. Is he going to defend? He is hugging the line there. Raku's going to have to go around the outside.
Oh, little touch. Little touch. Oh, another little touch. Just blimey. Jones just got flying through the runoff there. He's got a drive through.
And so did Raku.
Oh.
Lico's now on the podium.
Oh my god. Skunky will be fuming.
Oh yeah.
He's gaining lots of points on Lico and he's just gained 2 places.
Lane's just edging towards him.
Richmond, Cousins, Kinsey. I don't know how long to drive through. Who's going to gain? There's quite big gaps between those guys. That's going to be the.
There's quite big gaps. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Do they take it, or do they just take the penalty at the end?
Don't know what's best, to be honest with you. So we'll see. Usually the on-track punishment is less than off, I'd imagine, but I don't quite know how it works. Depends on the size of the pit lane sometimes.
I'm just back watching Gillies again. It's a bit of a battle out there.
I bet Lico's driving around with a smile on his face now. It's Christmas coming early for him.
Yeah. Although I would say the contact they had, obviously they had contact and they had a bit contact under braking, but the way Jones's car went seemed a bit extreme. It almost accelerated.
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap.
Skunky taking us round for the final time now.
That ends up in the steward's room or not, we'll have to wait
And
and
then
see.
Jones and Raku decided to
Yeah, they're both in.
run it through now.
So, Lico's overtaking them right now.
So
Richmond
going to go past Richmond's
is going to get them.
is going to get them, and I think Cousins might get them.
Might be tight. Cousins has got Raku, has he got?
He's got Raku, has he got?
Yeah, he's got Jones, yeah. So the next car is Kinsey, and he's a bit back, isn't he? So he's not going to get those. They'll be right there, though, if they battle, if they continue their battle.
Yep, just got Skunky bringing us round. Lane's got right on the back of him, but I don't know whether that's because Skunky's just dropped at 10% just to bring it home, but
Yeah, but he's got half a lap to go. The lane's right there now, so I don't imagine he wanted to drop that much.
yeah, we need to pick it up again.
Tempting lane, but playing a dangerous game.
Yeah. Use a bit of that Mercedes top end here just to, yeah, I don't, unless Skunky messes this up, the lane's not going to be close enough here. So yep, here we go. Skunky's going to bring us round for a win here. That's going to be a Skunky win. Great drive, followed by Lane.
Lico gets
And
on the
Lico,
podium.
lottery winner, Lico. Here he comes, continuing his great form. Lights flashing. Take that podium. And it's going to be Richmond and another McLaren.
Gillies is trying to pressure Thomas, but I don't think he's going to do anything here with that last sector. Oh, he's almost lost there.
Then we're on to Cousins, 5th. And Janetta, then Jones, 6th. Raku, 7th.
Raku, watch it. Watch what you're saying in chat. Yeah, just cool down.
Then Kinsey. Then we've got Vicina. And then it's going to be Goldie. Good result for Goldie in the end. Top 10. Good little battle. Then Thomas flashing the lights. Then Gillies. And it's going to be Zielikowski who just had a lonely one out there. Then Sexton, who's now ahead of Sabio. Sexton lights up the rears there. That's maybe going to let Sabio get him on the line. Oh, that was close. Sexton, Sabio, then Privet, then Armstrong and Marcher. So yeah, there we go.
Yep. Lots of action there. Some late races, but
So yeah, well done to Skunky, Lane and Lico on the podiums.
yeah, Gillies, Thomas, Goldie was a good battle there as well.
Yeah, it certainly was, yeah.
Anyway, we'll call it there, and we'll see you Thursday for M2. I'm just thinking where it's older.
Oh yeah. Yes, we're at Zolder. Yeah, that'll be a good one, yeah. I was going to have
Did you get timetables on the stream?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Cool, thanks.
I got
Right,
it for
we'll
you.
leave it there if you want.
Okay.
I'll,
Right, I will do, yeah, so
see you
good to join you. We'll see you on Thursday. Right, speak then.